So you wanna be hardcore with your hat to the back, talking about the gaps in your raps, but I can't feel that hardcore appeal that you're screaming. Maybe I'm dreaming. This ain't Christopher Williams, still some MC got to feel one. Perhaps I got to feel some to let niggas know that if you fuck with big and heavy, I get up in that ass like a wedgie. Says who? Says me, the lyrical. Niggas saying Biggie off the street, it's a miracle. Left the drugs alone, took the thugs along with me. Just for niggas acting shifty. Sticks and stones, break bones, but they gotta kill you quicker. Especially when I'm drunk off the liquor. Smoking front by the boxes, packing blocks. It's natural to eat your niggas like chocolates. The funk, baby. So I can stack my riches. Now I pack cats to stop all the snitches from staying in my business. What is this? Relentless approach to know if I'm broke or not. Just cause I joke and smoke a lot don't mean I don't tote the block. 16 shots for my niggas in the pen until we motherfucking meet again. I'm doing rhymes now, fuck the crimes now. Come on the Ave, I'm real hard to find now, cause I'm knee deep in the beats. In the Land Cruiser Jeep with the Mac 10 by the seats. For the jackers, the jealous ass crackers in the blue suits. I make you prove that it's bulletproof. Hold your head, cause when you hit the bricks, I got gin mad blunts and bitches sucking dick. The funk, baby. Side, crack side, how I smoke funk, smack bitches on the backside. Bed-Stuy, the place where my head rests. 50-shot clip if a nigga want test. The rocket launcher, Biggie stomps ya, high as a motherfucking helicopter. That's why I pack a meaner, fuck a misdemeanor, beating motherfuckers like Ike beat Tina. What's love got to do when I'm ripping all through your whole crew? Strapped like bamboo, but I don't sling guns. I got bags of funk and it's selling by the tons. Niggas wanna know how I live a Mac life, making money smoking mics like crack pipes. It's type simple and plain to maintain. I add a little funk to the brain, the funk, baby.
I'm your host, Gino Boost from GameMusicForAll.com, and you're listening to another episode of the SUBCON Video Game Hip Hop Podcast. The track you just heard to open the show was one by Mello from his latest mashup adventure album, EarthBIG. That was opening track On It Funk. And not only am I playing that Mello track, but I'm playing nothing but Mello, nothing but Earthbound, nothing but b.i.g for this episode, because Mello dropped a new mashup album, and that's what this podcast is all about, more or less. Just to list some of Mello's credentials so far, we've heard music on this podcast from the likes of Chrono Jigga, Sylvania, Final Fantasy, the 3-6 Chambers, Moe Money, Moe Problems, and the Planet Rock EP. But this is the first one to get a full episode of SUBCON in tribute to it, and it deserves no less for Earthbound and Notorious b.i.g. So let's talk about all of those things. More than any other product, franchise, character, or story, I feel like Earthbound is the most malleable. Many people who play the game have a heartfelt relationship with the old gray cartridge, and it's obvious to say that Earthbound has become an incredibly influential piece of work among video game fans at this point. What this all means is that fans and artists have come at Earthbound from so many different angles, taking all their other influences and melding them with that indelible mark of Earthbound. Too Mello has a particular knack for taking the essence of both game and artist and, well, mashing them together into something that can fit into the universe of the game, as well as the life of the lyricist. It's no small feat, and it's what makes Mello's mashups so distinct. Among rap fans, it's hard to give enough props to b.i.g. Mello takes some of Biggie's most popular rhymes and pays tribute by propping them up with ridiculously appropriate backbeats, which are provided by Keiichi Suzuki and Hip Tanaka, creators of the original Earthbound soundtrack. Mello mixes it all down into this alternate reality fever dream of youthful influences. So in a time when mashup artists are basically being exiled and deleted from YouTube and banned from SoundCloud, Mello decides to drop one of the best mashup efforts to date in the realm of video game hip-hop mashups, and any other mashup in fact. Anyway, things kick off with the upbeat track On It Funk, which we heard to intro the show. That mashup of On It's theme and Biggie's Machine Gun Funk is the perfect intro to just about anything, but is particularly great as the intro to this album. Mello hits a few of my favorite Earthbound tracks, including the incomparably laid-back Sailing to Scaraba theme, which he matches including the incomparably laid-back Sailing to Scaraba, which he mashes up with the intense rhymes of Dead Wrong. And you'll be hearing that track a little later, so I'll get more into that after the break. At this point is when I usually try to pick out some standout track, but that's the problem with these two Mello mashups. These are the types of albums that can't just come and go in a playlist. If I hear a single track from the album, as well as former two Mello albums like Notorious, I have to start the full album from the beginning. Mello's albums aren't just a collection of mashups or remixes. They're a mood, they're a state of mind, like the best albums often are. Mello's mashups take me to a place in my mind that I'm happy to be, a place with true words, heartfelt nostalgia, and the heart and soul of an artist creating what they love. Alright, so that's kind of schmaltzy, I know, but that description fits just as appropriately when describing Earthbound itself, as well as this Earthbound Notorious b.i.g. mashup by Too Mello. Mello isn't afraid to be introspective on this album either, and his conversations with Notorious that make up the bookends of several songs actually make up some of the key moments of the album. I can definitely imagine the album art, which shows Too Mello with his laser gun and bow tie doing his best Jeff impression, and looking up to Notorious b.i.g. and wondering how can one guy be so brave and amazing. So with all that said, I should probably also mention that you can go download this album that we're playing over at Too Mello's Bandcamp page or over on toomello.net. That's a 2, the number 2, MELLO.net. You can also catch him on Twitter at Mello Makes, and maybe we could even convince him to release his next rap album a little sooner. Alright, so with all that, now let's get into the next track that we're going to be playing from the album. This is Kick in the Door, a mashup of Hotel Stay and Kick in the Door.
Your reign on the top was short like leprechauns as I crush so-called willies, thugs, and rapadons. Get in that ass quick fast like Ramadan. It's that rap phenomenon. Don Dada, fuck Papa, you gotta call me Francis MH. White intake like toast, so iron. Was told in shootout, stay low and keep firing. Keep extra clicks for extra shit. Who's next to flip on that cat with that grip on rap? The most shady, sticky baby. Ain't no telling where I may be. May see me in DC at Howard Homecoming with my man Capone drumming fucking something. You should know my stilo. Went from 10 G's for blow to 30 G's a show to orgies with O's I never seen before. So Jesus, get off the Notorious. Clean us before I squeeze and bust. If the beef between us, we can settle it with the chrome and metal shit. I make it hot like a kettle kit. You're delicate, you better get who sent you. You still pedal shit. I got more rides than Great Adventure. The door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Spark gets set when I spark you wet. Look how dark you get when you mark for death. Should I start your breath or should I let you die? In fear you start to cry. Ask why. Lyrically, I'm worship. Don't front the word sick. You cursed it, but rehearsed it. I drop unexpectedly like bird shit. You herbs get stuck quickly for royalties and show money. Don't forget the publishing. I punish them. I'm done with them, son. I'm surprised you run with them. I think they got coming, cause they nothing but dicks. Trying to blow up like nitro and dynamite sticks. Man, I smoke hydro, rock diamonds, that's sick. Got paid off my flow, ride with my own clip. Take trips to Cairo, million with your bitch. I know you praying you was rich, fucking prick. When I see you, I'ma kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Kick in the door, waving the 4-4. All you heard was Papa, don't hit me no more. Relax and take notes while I take totes of the marijuana smoke. Throw you in a choke, gun smoke, gun smoke. Biggie Smalls for mayor, the rap slayer, the hooker layer. Motherfucker, say your prayers. Hail Mary, full of grace. Smack the bitch in the face, take her Gucci bag and a North Face off her back. Jap her if she act funny with the money. Oh, you got me mistaken, honey. I don't wanna rape ya, I just want the paper, the visa, capisha. I'm out like the vapors. Who's the one you call Mr. Macho, the head honcho? Swiftest like Cumacho. I got so much style, I should be down with the stylistics. Make up to break up, niggas need to wake up. Smell the Indonesia, beat you to a seizure. Then fuck your moms, hit the skins to amnesia. She don't remember shit, just the 2 hits. Her hitting the floor, and me hitting the clicks. Sucking on the tits, had the hooker begging for the dick. And your mom's ain't ugly, love, my dick got rocked quick. I guess I was a combination of House of Pain and Bobby Brown. I was humping around and jumping around. Jacked her, then I asked her who's the man. She said B.I.G. Then I bust in her E-Y-E. You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. When I get dusted, I like to spread the blood like mustard. Trust it, my hardcore rain leaves you rusted. Move over, Lucifer, I'm more ruthless, leave you toothless, you kibbits, I flip it. Tears don't affect me, I hit them with the tech G. Disrespect me, my potency is deadly. I'm shooting babies, no ifs, ands, or maybes. Hit mommy in the tummy if the hooker plays a dummy. Slit the wrist, a little sis. After she sucked the dick, I stabbed her brother with the ice pick. Because he wanted me to fuck him from the back. But Smalls don't get down like that. Found your father hiding in the room. Fucked him with the broom. What? Slid him down the back and threw salt in the wound. Who you think you're dealing with? Anybody step into my path is fucking feeling it. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong. The weak and the strong, who got it going on? You're dead wrong.
welcome back. You just heard Dead Winds, and that's that mashup of Saline to Scaraba and Dead Wrong I was telling you about earlier. This is actually my favorite track on the entire album. It's basically my extra ultra get hyped track. Try not to pay attention to specifically what Biggie's saying in the track, but it's fun to get pumped up to because everything about it is just fantastic. I should mention that I am saving some of the songs from this album for my sometime in the distant future Earthbound series episode spectacular, but much like any of my emotions I have with Earthbound, I do not want to deal with them yet. So expect that episode coming maybe next season, maybe the season after that. If you want to make sure that this series of podcasts lasts long enough to get to an Earthbound hip-hop special, be sure to check out my Patreon page. Head over to patreon.com/GenoBoost and you can donate and subscribe and help me continue to write about video game music and video games and, you know, all that other stuff I write about, and you listening to me say. Moving on. So with the release of this super epic Earthbound mashup album, I should also mention the amazing album by Spam Kid, the EB0 mixtape, which is the definitive mixtape for Earthbound 0/Earthbound Beginnings/Mother 1, and now with 2 Mello's seminal Earthbound mashup album. Now all we have to do is wait for the definitive Mother 3 mashup album, which is going to take some work because I haven't heard any Mother 3 mashup albums. But please, Shogo Sakai is waiting for his awesome Game Boy Advance rock anthems to get the mashup treatment. Please. So now let's talk about the background music for today's episode. The track you heard to open the show was Super Dry Dance, aka the best music from the Earthbound soundtrack. And because it's from the Earthbound soundtrack, you know it's written by Keiichi Suzuki and Hip Tanaka. All the rest of the beats are courtesy of those two, as well as 2 Mello, thanks to the fact that 2 Mello created an instrumental version of EarthBIG, which you can also download on his website, 2mello.net. So before the break, we heard PK Crush and Get Sanctuary, and coming back from the break now, we opened things up with Home Sweet Hypnosis, followed up by this wonderful track playing behind me, The Melody Has Changed, a remix of another one of my favorite Earthbound tracks. Well, who am I kidding? They're all my favorites, except that drill noise, but even that drill noise has a place in my heart. Anyway, we're gonna run things out by hearing the instrumental version of the final track from EarthBIG Instrumental. It will be .mid Papa instrumental mix. But before we get into that, this is the final track, .mid Papa by 2 Mello, a remix of Notorious B.I.G's Big Papa. Thank you for listening. Hit me up on Twitter at GenoBoost, and I will see you on the next episode.
To all the ladies in the place with style and grace, allow me to lace these lyrical douches in your bushes who rock grooves and make moves with all the mommies. The back of the club sipping Moet is where you find me. The back of the club macking holes, my crew's behind me. Mad question asking, blunt passing, music blasting, but I just can't quit because one of these honeys Biggie got to creep with, sleep with, keep the ep a secret. Why not? Why blow up my spot? Cause we both got hot. Now check it, I got more Mac than Craig and in the bed. Believe me, sweetie, I got enough to feed the needy. No need to be greedy. I got mad friends with Benzes, see notes by the layers. True fucking players. Jump in the Rover and come over. Tell your friends jump in the GS3. I got the chronic by the tree. Straight up, honey, really, I'm asking. Most of these niggas think they be macking, but they be acting. Who they attracting with that line? What's your name? What's your sign? Soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind and ask you what your interests are. Who you be with? Things that make you smile. What numbers to dial? You gon' be here for a while? I'm gon' call my crew. You gon' call your crew. We can rendezvous at the bar around 2. Plans to leave, throw the keys to little C's. Pull the truck up front and roll up the next blunt so we can steam on the way to the telly. Go fill my belly. A T-bone steak, cheese, eggs, and Welch's grape. Conversate for a few, cause in a few we gon' do what we came to do. Ain't that right, boo? Forget the telly, we just go to the crib and watch a movie in the jacuzzi. Smoke L's while you do me.
Thanks for listening to the SUBCON podcast. Please support the show by subscribing to me at patreon.com/GenoBoost. Find song links and show notes at gamemusicforall.com/SUBCON. Follow me on Twitter at GenoBoost and Instagram at RetrobitsLA. And of course, you can find the latest video game-based albums at gamemusicforall.com. You're now leaving SUBCON.